and gentlemen, and all my non-binary friends, and welcome back to stream where we are once again watching Arcane Season 2! I have two guests with me as well. I am Charvana, going by the she, her pronouns, and this is...
ZEPHYRR.
Going by...
She, they.
And this is...
ACTORPAT.
Going by...
He, him.
And we are so ready to jump back into this that we are starting right away. My only question for you all is, do you think this is actually the end of Heimerdinger, or do you think he's going to end up in some other timeline somewhere doing something weird?
We've only ever seen two iterations of the same person at the same place once.
Mm-hmm.
So we have no reason to believe that there is ever anyone existing twice simultaneously. I don't know.
Quick answer!
And I'll go the other way. I think he sacrificed himself, but we don't know
he's gone.
why.
Yeah, I think he's gone.
We don't know why.
I just want to see his big ability. There's got to be some kind of big thing that he can do too. So I would love to see him
Besides
again.
building time machines, that's the big thing he can do.
I don't know. I just feel like there's some kind of special secret still within that little fur ball, and I want to know what it is. Don't know what it's gonna be, or if it's even gonna happen. But let's find out what's happening in this episode. You ready? This is Arcane Season 2, Episode 8, starting in 3, 2, 1, play. And flip. Place. Oh,
Back to our girls.
we're doing it. Our timeline. Oh. I didn't snap. We're looking. Ooh, ooh.
There we go. Rose
It's
stuff.
time! Fascinating. I halfway expected those just to be embellishments.
Yeah, I sort of thought they were paint.
I love it.
Ooh, her hair looks cool like this.
She's gorgeous.
Everyone keeps getting hotter, and it's
I don't know if I'd be that willing that fast. Well, it can't be her with Jace, can it?
Stop!
No,
it can't,
the
'cause
hand
hand's
was white.
Way different.
The hand was white and the fingers were thick. That was a masculine hand. It was a masculine hand.
You saw how much that they could just, like, change shapes and forms?
Yeah, they can shapeshift.
That's true.
I'm telling you, it's something weird. It's not who we expect it to be.
I do really want it to not be Jace.
I really want it to not be Jace.
Well, we keep waiting for this moment in the credits with the whatever the theme of the mask with Victor. Like, there's still...
Yeah, we still don't really know. Everybody wants to be my enemy.
Was this song out prior to Arcane, or did they make it for Arcane?
You tell me?
I think they made it for Arcane. But I could be wrong. We'll Google it later.
Fascinating. Back into it. How his face survived, the world may never know. I think our girls are captured at this point, yeah?
It's unclear.
Just looking at the army, like, if you're in that, don't you look at yourselves and be like, are we the baddies? Like,
Mm-hmm. Fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like there was some kind of reaction. I didn't know if he was gonna die.
Mandy?
Uh-oh.
I would do that too.
Oof. Oof.
Faye is back.
Well, she's got the cloak like the wizard.
Well.
Yikes. Damn.
Looks like a tear, but it's from the holes. Wow. Hmm.
Oof.
Break some knuckles.
I would say that's broken hand.
Mm.
Ugh.
Hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. It's Heimerdinger's pet, or one like it.
That was cool.
Uh-huh.
So beefy. There's tongue in that, Mackenzie, so... Oh. Oh, shh. No bra under that, huh? Okay.
We're just gonna have to...
Oh my god.
I'm fascinated. How about y'all?
I'm thirsty.
Oh my goodness!
This is so much more than I thought they were going to show.
That's fine. This is great. This is great.
Oh my god.
Well, good for them.
I need a second.
Just oh my. So I still think they're a good pairing. Wait, in the game. What's happening now? Not good stuff.
Not that you care.
Wow.
That episode seemed way shorter than the
Way
last
short.
one.
There's so many different elements to the organic magic, to the magic of technology, and the magic of the actual arcane. Have you noticed that? We have tech, the organics with the doctor, and the just actual arcane, what with Mel's internal.
Oh yeah, the sorceress shit.
I love all the different kinds we're getting at this point. Every single person has their own element, and I can see purpose to why they are fighting. and sometimes everybody against each other now. So I like the storytelling when it comes to that. What are y'all thinking about this episode?
It's weird because I feel like not as much happened in this one as the last one, but it somehow still felt like shorter than the last one.
I think it's because not too much to world build upon. We're still trying to figure out certain questions and specifics to certain questions, but we're not having to, like, discover it all and consume it all.
True.
What were you going to say?
I couldn't think. My brain's too scrambled from sexy times this episode. But
it was the good sexy times this episode.
That was
steamy.
I think, as Zephyr said, like, surprisingly much more than I thought they would animate for.
They could have cut it at any point, and they decided to feed the fans what the fans
They're just like,
wanted.
we know we're going out. Let's go out with a literal bang.
That's fine with me, but if you want to see that, you're gonna have to go back and watch the reactions. But that's fine. We'll leave it at that with the sexy times.
We were not flustered by it at all.
At all. At all. At all.
To your earlier comment on the different, like, everyone's got a specialized form of magic or power type thing. One's arcane, one is hex tech, one is, you know, the Black Rose stuff. It's really interesting to see, you know, somebody weave a pretty cohesive story so far. You know, when making the video game, I don't know if they have the intention of trying to, like, link this all together, or if it's just like, oh, this is just a cool power, like, we're just gonna make, you know, somebody has lightning powers and somebody has this, and so yeah, it's like the game designers are like, oh, this is just a cool ability, but then the writers have to struggle, like, how do we bridge the gap between Black Rose magic and hex tech and arcane stuff and zombie robot and, like,
well, I was under the impression that Mel wasn't even a character, from what I understand. So I'm wondering if
I don't think she's in the game, or she wasn't,
but under a different name.
I don't think she is.
The gold tattoos is not, like, a power of anything.
I wonder if she turns into, like, a full glowing gold angel or something, and then all of a sudden she's now somebody else at this point. I don't know. I do not know.
Not anyone I can think of, but there's hundreds of characters, so...
There's so many characters.
Maybe they'll even, like...
Maybe just not one I'm familiar with.
Put her in the game. I don't know. That'd be cool, too.
Maybe at this point. I mean, I think people would pay for the skins and stuff now that people, like, know and like her character from the show.
Freaking gorgeous, too!
My God.
I thought that was metal or jewelry.
So hot. Well, I thought it was... I guess I thought it was, like, body painting, because her mom has, like, the gold on her lips, so I thought it was maybe, like, a cultural thing from her homeland that was, like, a form of, I don't know, like, royalty, like, adornments. I didn't think it was,
royalty,
like...
rite of passage, any type of, like, sign of strength. Like,
I didn't think she was a straight-up witch.
Even when we had the sheen, because we even had the hint that she might be arcane whenever we had the very last episode of last season. Because it sheens on her back. I thought that sheen was like a reflection of Jinx's ability coming at her or something, but no, that was like a magical aura of protection. I guess I did not pick that up at first. Still didn't pick it up until they started talking about it with Jace there, being like, you protected me. And how rude. If she just said that she discovered it, that's rude to be like, why are you just protecting me? It's like, dude, I didn't even know I had it.
Jace is just angry. He has a lot of anger right now. He's directing it at everybody around him. He needs therapy. Don't we all?
I like that moment when he's saying sorry to her, like they're walking on that, like, balcony walkway type thing, and he's like, I'm sorry, you're also going through a lot. Just that conversation of, like, what you've been through. It's like, you were apparently in some sort of chain hell with magic, and I was in a post-apocalyptic future. So we're both processing a lot of things. Like,
just a little changes here and there.
Just a little bit. Do we know who the mage lady was that she meets at the beginning that gives her the necklace?
So, like, that was my question. Was that Victor at the end? I couldn't tell if that was the same face or if that was a different face that he evolved into with the eyes. Was that something that was intertwined? Or am I just losing it because there's so much information and trying to tie it all together?
It's just funny because,
didn't get that
like,
from that.
no matter how crazy a theory we can come up with, like there's still the smallest possibility that it could be true, because now we do have multiple timelines and shapeshifters. And so it's like,
we want to know who the wizard is that was helping out Jace, and I feel like we need an answer on that. If they leave it open-ended, I'm gonna be so sad.
I was gonna say the most likely scenario is that we're not gonna get most of these answers. There's one episode left of the whole series. And they've got a lot to tie up in the broad arcs. I don't think we're necessarily going to get all the answers to the small arcs, unless it's all the same answer. Unless they, like, do something really intricate where everything weaves together and every answer is given, which I don't think that they have time to do. I hope they prove me wrong.
One episode.
And that would be the thing, right, too, where they could leave it open-ended, where it's, you know, Jace, it cuts back to as a child, and then we see, like, behind as the wizard, like, pulls off the hood, and then he's just like, and then cuts back to black, and then...
Somebody get a leaf blower, blow off the hood, I want to see who it is. Yeah. Society is such a social construct, and having classes, and having factions, and having gangs, and things like that is such a social construct. So to see this finally go from first season of trying to have a civil war and having all this man-made tension to this greater existence tension of it's life or death or hive mind or something like that, whatever is the opposite of what we need, individuality and hopefully just like free agency. At this point, because who knows what's going to happen with Ambessa and also Mutant Victor, I'm going to call him that for now, being on one end of the spectrum and everybody else on this end of the spectrum of just normalcy. So watching Jace break down all walls, quite literally, even like pushing over some of the like, we don't need this. This is not this is so small potatoes compared to like existence. We all need to band together to fight this that is coming for us. How epic to watch, but also I don't know who's going to be on board with it and who's not, because we had people fleeing. We had a bunch of the Undercity, like Savika, and everybody just be like, what is the final straw before everybody joins up against destruction?
They benefit, like the show itself benefits from we the viewers know all the stuff, sort of, so they don't have to have Jace explain it. But I feel like it felt very rushed in that moment, and I did laugh when he came in the room. He's like, "Shut up!" And it's like everybody I need to talk. But he didn't really go into this guy is our former science advisor and he's becoming a hive mind and he's going to take over your body. Like he just was like, this is the thing that attacked us and I'm telling you there's hundreds more coming. Like he didn't go into much more detail. Like, and I get that it's implied that maybe more discussions were had, but I feel like more people would have been on board if it was like, wait, what?
I feel like there could be so many more episodes of just explanation and trying to convince each other. That's the only thing I feel like we're really lacking this season is character motivation and character struggle of acceptance.
Yeah, I think they just ran out of time.
Yeah, and it all stems, back to the short season time or the show ending time.
It's still giving us highlighted good moments, though, and I would be remiss to not just point out those good moments like that, where it's just... There is good beats. They have great beats. There's so much going on, and I want to delve deeper into each and every one of them. We just don't have time.
Yeah.
And we still don't know what Echo's doing. It is going to come down to the final episode.
And where did Jinx go? What's she up to? With her Rapunzel hair.
Yeah.
She was just like, don't worry about me anymore. Peace. And like ran off with her bloody cuticles and her miles of hair.
It sounded like Jinx is finished. Like she's done.
She's checked out.
She's checked out with herself and with everything that's going on. I don't know if that means that Jinx is finished
Silco...
to the point of just ending herself or ending everyone. I don't know which.
I'll just go full nuclear option. Because Silco told her to end a cycle, sometimes you just have to walk away. So you could be right. She could just be like, peace, I'm out.
But knowing Jinx, is that going to be like end myself and just like cause all suffering to end, because we've never seen her do that. She's been at super low moments before, and I'm not saying that's ever a good option by any means, but she's not been the one to take the short exit. She has always insisted somebody else do it for her, and even just telling Vi she should do it for her. And when nobody else is gonna do it for her, she gives the world a reason to hate her. I do think that she will end up sacrificing herself in some way, shape, or form. I feel like she's done a lot of things to try to make other people hate her enough to kill her. But I feel like just this episode, she realized death is not even a mercy.
Yeah.
And she knows that Vi will not stop. Like, if she is alive, Vi will, at least some part of Vi will still be curious about saving her or knowing what she's doing or up to. And so, yeah, to somehow sacrifice herself would give Vi and Caitlin a chance to be together and live their life. And because she said, like, you deserve to be with her, like, please go live your life, like, stop worrying about me. So
I don't know.
I think that type of loss, and she's already experienced a lot of loss, and we've seen her psyche fracture with every loss she's suffered, and Isha was kind of healing her, you know? Isha was sort of like in there, Kintsugi, like putting the psyche back together, but like now Isha's gone. And Isha kind of sacrificed themselves for no reason. I mean, like, I guess in the moment maybe saved Jinx's life, but like the war's not over. It maybe even exacerbated things. So,
and the beast, at least the form of the beast, is still alive and now victorified. So, like,
yeah,
I feel like of all the characters, Jinx is arguably the face of the series. Like,
I would agree with
so
that.
to have her end the show, like, I could see her when she says, like, I'm gonna break the cycle, like, I don't know, she's gonna like sacrifice herself to blow up the dome that Jace keeps looking at, or she's gonna be instrumental in something getting destroyed permanently, hopefully for the greater good kind of a thing, not in a like nihilistic let's just nuke the world way, but like, hey, cool, nobody can fight over this anymore, it's gone. And I could see that being her exit.
There will become some kind of martyrdom, and I think she will redeem herself in that fact.
I think so too. I would agree with Pat's assessment that she's the face of the show. I mean, she was the title card on Netflix for the whole first season. That was the whole thing, was it was like a Jinx origin story, because like she went by powder for the first 3 episodes. We weren't even like, it wasn't even super clear that it was the same character necessarily. Like, and then the like image of her like sitting on that chair like it's a throne was like everywhere. Like it is about her. I mean, now it's about all these other characters in the world that she's living in and how she's navigating it and how everyone's navigating it, but she is the show. She's 100% going to play a huge part in the last episode.
Organizing my thoughts on the factions. So at this point we have Ambessa leading the robot army. We have Mel is reunited with Jace in defending Piltover. We have Echo doing we don't know what yet, but getting back into this timeline.
With a 4-second time machine.
Yes, at least 4 seconds. And then we don't know about the mages necessarily. The Black Rose, like, they might be on Mel's side. Or maybe just independent, and because that's too much other story that we can't squeeze into one episode. But
it sounds like Mel doesn't have a choice, because as the person that gave her the necklace said, there's unfortunately no backing out or whatever. Like, this is your new family. Unfortunately, there's no way out. Like, you're stuck.
But I did like Jace's line to her, though. It's like, you're not a passenger. Like, you have never been a passenger, and you never will be a passenger.
That's true.
But who knows? Because this whole show is just different forces butting heads. So
the entire time.
Yeah.
But Until next time, everybody, thank you so much for watching with us. We'll catch you then
The
for
finale.
the final episode of Arcane. Bye for now.